back to Big Joe's Outdoors. I know you really can't see, but I'm gonna show you. I've got, these are old, this is old potting soil I used in the last couple of years, but every year I revamp it. So I take it, still got all the wood chips and sand in it. Some of it looks like this, is a little rooty. And some of it's black, and some of it's all different from different things, stuff I make, stuff I do, but I'll guarantee by now 90% of this is rabbit manure. I raise my own rabbits, so one of my meat sources. I got some good videos on cooking rabbits, making sausages and stuff like that. So I want to mix these potted things together so it's all one consistent soil. Today we're going to be planting Mirlitons, or some know it as a vegetable pear. They got a few different names. Down here in Louisiana, it's a Mirliton. This one's trying to sprout. See the little roots? So I got a couple of them. I got a few pots. I got a garden bag. I'm going to show you how I do it, how I like doing it down here, because planting in the, I live in a swamp. This is mud. I can't plant in the ground unless I lift it. So I'll plant in my aquaponics garden, which is behind the chicken pen here, and I've got a wicking bed that I've just installed right there, and I want to maybe put another one. If I move this duck pen over, I can put another wicking bed in that area, and I'll just extend the duck pen to the thing. But that's a future project. I'm working on getting some more call ducks to breed. So yeah, I got this all mixed up, and since this is used up, I replaced the used up fresh rabbit manure. So now I got to mix this in. Now it's a little clumpy. Some of it was deep. I dug a little deep, but it's not gonna matter. Rabbit manure does not hurt your garden. You could plant straight into it. I've done that with tomato plants. We got one tomato plant we're planting today in one of these grow sacks. You can see I've been working in the shed, in the rabbit barn. And we're just going to mix the soil together. Mix the rabbit manure with the old garden, which was probably manure and sand and wood chips. There's hay that's mixed in here. I got some hay to put in the bottom of my containers. There's worms in here. This sucker goes. Yep, there he is. Worms love the manure. I'll leave him in there, let him do his thing. Alright, now that everything's mixed, I'm not doing that, I'm going to do this. Put just a ball down there so when the water can seep up without soaking completely. I'm going to put a few scoops of the poops in the soil. And Mirlitons, they want to grow up and out. So the roots come out here, not up at this end. So we're going to, this one's trying to sprout. We're going to put it in there like this, where it's down. It's going to root, and it's actually going to send a shoot going out like that. There's a little bit of a shoot coming off this, so we're going to go ahead and pack it around. You're going to leave the end of it sticking up. That's what's telling it to grow, is the warmth. And that's its energy source. So let's get a couple of these done. I don't know what they look like. These were given to me. So this one hasn't started sprouting yet. Looks like I got a couple of them that have. So I don't want to damage them if I can help it. Yeah, when you at the end of the season, when you're done picking, you put your Mirlitons in a paper bag. Here's the next one. These were grocery store bought. This is the second year I tried growing these things. First year it didn't do no good. I tried it in the ground and just too wet. They need a drained soil. Got two. I'm gonna go ahead. This little buffer in the bottom. Basically, so I don't clog my holes up. It's a worm. You wanna go in this pot? Go in this pot. A big worm. Cool. Alright, we're gonna kind of set this one. It's gonna come up out of the hole. They're gonna come up. Trust me. This is how you start them. No matter how you grow them, start them in pots and transfer them to the ground. And these, I think they fruit September. And a little bit bigger pot. Shove it in there. Some of the bad thing with the hay is there's seeds in it, but there's probably seeds from other things in this from this potting soil from me just letting the plants grow to seed. Only 4 of them because I want to keep one for myself. We're going to go ahead and just gonna put this one in this bag. Let's just do that. This is a growing sack. It's actually about the 3rd year I'm using that particular growing sack. I'll put both the one that wasn't sprouted yet and the one that is sprouted in this one. So let's go ahead and fill her up. These things are nice because they prune the roots. You can see them on the outside. So that the plant automatically can just grow roots. It doesn't restrict the plant at all. I plan on keeping this in that grow bed, and I'm gonna come off of it and go over those things right there with some wire to trellis the Mirliton vines on. Let me get this filled up. I don't want to waste battery. Alright, I got the sack full. And let's see. I want to set it in there like this. Not facing the wall. So we're gonna go ahead and dig it down a little bit. Get them roots underneath there, and that's gonna be the up on that. Let's see, bring this up a little bit higher. So it's facing the back wall. I want to be able to grab my handles if I need to move it. And we're gonna do the same thing with this one. This one's not sprouted yet. So all we really gotta do with this one is just jam it up in there. We don't have to be gentle. Cover this up pretty good, and I'm gonna stick it over there. One more thing to pot. We're gonna pot that little patio tomato today while we're doing this. And I still got all the mix. This is my brother's truck, so he's helping him with some stuff. Move it over so I can use it. Do the same thing. I'm gonna use up what I brought for hay. They say put an egg underneath there. I got something special. Yeah. This is an emu egg. It's not, well, it was fertile, but it didn't hatch. It didn't develop properly. So what I'm gonna do is, they say to put an egg in the soil where you plant your tomatoes. So we're gonna do that. Technically, we're just gonna stick it right there in the middle. We're gonna cover it up. It's gonna be the only tomato plant in the world that's gonna be fueled by emu egg. Don't want to pat it down tight. I was just patting, trying to keep myself from doing it. So we're gonna take this and dig a hole for our plant since it is being transferred. I did water them a few minutes ago, so do that. Cover around it, leave our little tag so we know what tomato plant this one is. Save that. Hey, off to the wicking bed. Okay. Now this one on this side, put it right in the middle. That way I can grow things that are harvestable on either side of it. And I was worried that these would be too deep, and it really isn't. But I got some rocks in here just in case, help level it out. So this is a plastic thing. And I'll end up taking these to the farmer's market with me. Water them in. And they should be able to get all they need from underneath it. The water is going to be rain supplied to this thing. So, and I'm gonna grow in bags in here. I've got a few more bags. I got some peppers and some more tomato plants. I'll probably do a couple of squash in here. But this is the start of the season, so, and it's a little early. I'm hoping it don't get freezy cold, but this is what we're dealing with. Mirlitons are gonna go ahead. That's actually gonna stay here. I'm gonna staple a trellis to here, come up over these, high enough where I can reach the fruits, and train it to stay on it. And hopefully shade the ducks a little bit. Still need to put a drain on their thing so I can actually use the ducks water in the aquaponics and then use the aquaponics water to keep this fertilized. So the fish do their thing, this does this thing, everything works on its own. I know there's plenty of fertilization right now with the rabbit manure, but yeah, we're good to go. There's a Mirlitons. There's a patio tomato with emu egg underneath it. We'll see how that one goes. That's pretty, you know, little off the wall idea. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.